AkronHipHop.com, the ReporterNewspaperOnline.com. Look at here. We have, I like to say royalty is in the building, man.
I wouldn't say royalty.
I know you wouldn't, but I will. I'm going to say royalty because your talent is world. You got world talent, man. You're a singer, songwriter, producer. You do graphic illustrations. I know you from that music paradigm. A lot of people know you from the educational system as well. Tell everybody your name, bro.
My name is Micheal Lillie, and right now I'm in the entrepreneurial field. Have an interesting story to tell basically about how life can work things out. I said a prayer a long time ago that I could work from home using my talent to replace my university income. Finally blessed to do that, but not the way I thought I would. My brother here mentioned music background. I've been doing music for years. That's something I will always do. It will always be a part of me.
You talented, man. You got a voice and everything.
I don't even think I have a voice.
Yeah, you do.
For production and writing wise, that's what I can do. Before I even got into music, I was into graphics. The way God works is I'm now doing something that involves the music in for ringtones, the graphics for doing the graphics, the illustrations, and the live lock screens and everything that I do with my apps, and then the education, the background and things. I got some classes for the programming. So all of my talents are combined in what I do right now. And that's app development for my own business. And by God's grace, I partnered with the big dog in the Android field, Samsung.
Get up out of here. So you telling me somebody that I know personally, okay? Somebody that was in that music paradigm, still is, but not driving it, you know what I'm saying? You say your bread and butter is your business with the Samsung partnership that you have and everything.
Correct.
Ain't it funny how sometimes we can think in our mind, I'm gonna be this, that, and the third, and God takes you on a
totally different direction.
Totally different, but you used in the prayer you said was dope.
Yeah, my prayer a while ago it's very specific. It was like, Lord, I just wanna make the same thing I'm making from home using my talent that I'm making at the university. Same thing or more, using my talent, working from home from my own studio. That was a very specific prayer that I got.
And you got it.
But I was thinking I was going to be doing music production for someone and working from home and
like
doing collaborations
records
that way.
Or something.
And when I got the contact from LL Cool J, I figured that's it. This is my prayer's been answered. But that contract wasn't something that I wanted because of the percentages is nuts. When you're starting off in the music industry, it's a standard. When you're first coming on board, all the production, everything that's done, all the marketing, that's coming from your cut. You get an advance, and then you have percentages. Depending on who you're connected with, you're going off their name. It could be as crazy as, and this is very real, I already said the name of who it was, but the percentages was like 25, 75. Even though I'd done all the production, all the writing, and everything, my cut was going to be 25%. Plus, I would have had to pay for all the promotion and everything that came from out of my 25%.
Out of your royalties.
Out of my cut.
Yeah. So I like to always tell folks, man, because a lot of people speak from the artistic paradigm, like you speaking right now.
Yeah.
You sound like my brother Ace. Okay. I like to tell folks, of course they want a bigger cut. It's because you coming with the talent. They coming with the finances and resources. They're investing.
They're investing in you. They're investing and hoping to get their return.
Right, but they invest in real live currency. It's real money. It's hard. It's liquid, right? And we doing creativity and talent. They say, hey, we can get talent from anywhere. And Ace and you and Prince and Michael Jackson, all you artistic people, will say, but you can't get this talent anywhere. They're like, no,
well, we can get talent from anywhere. We can get to some place that doesn't have talent, put the right stuff behind them, and make it look like they got talent.
Make it right.
I understand how that works. I learned a lot about business in that end. And I had pretty much, after all that, I've given up on my music dream. I've gotten into education. I've been working in education all my life.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. And a lot of people, if they would have met you when you were doing your teaching and your education from Akron U to Kent State, doing things like that, educating the Upward Bound program and all these different accolades, they would think that was your plan A.
That was plan B.
Say that again. Explain that.
That was plan B. I knew I was creative from a young age, but my grandmother was, it's a lot of starving artists, is what she used to say. It's a lot of starving artists. Because I was the first in my family to go to college, I was able to take advantage of Upward Bound. So not only did I work as a coordinator and the director of an Upward Bound program. I went through as a student. I had my first taste of politics as a national trio student, which was something I did not want to do. Most of the things that have happened to me in life are not things that I wanted to do. They're things where my footsteps have been led. Stuff I didn't want to get involved in Upward Bound. I'm like, hey, I just got the book tour. I was playing tennis, was trying to get into football. Started 3 weeks, like those tour-a-days. Well, if you play sports, you know how.
We know what it is.
Okay. 3 weeks of that, then they're like, okay, you've been admitted to this Upward Bound program. And I'm like, Upward Bound? It's like, you mean summer school? Which is basically
exactly
what it is. Summer school, all summer? I was like, I'm not feeling that. So I was the reluctant Upward Bound student. But all the doors that opened for me, the first student leadership conference in Ohio was done by Kent State's Upward Bound program when I was there. I was the president of the student government at the time when that happened. Terrified to speak, terrified. I got tricked into public speaking because the director at the time told us that there was this thing going down at Kings Island. It was a conference, but we hear Kings Island. If y'all familiar with that, we go to Kings Island kicking. It's not dawning on me. Okay, this November, Kings Island ain't really.
It's kind of chilly. It's kind of chilly.
They have a resort where businesses meet and they have conferences there. So it was a conference down there. So we get down there and she's like, well, you guys are going to tell, we're on a panel. This is like 5 of us. We're going to talk about our experience in the Upward Bound. Mm-hmm. This is like 5 minutes before showtime. And I'm terrified to speak. But once I got through that, I realized if I'm telling something that I'm familiar with, what's to be afraid of?
You better say it, brother.
So that's how I got over my fear of public speaking, is sharing information. The information you're sharing, you're telling a story. So I got past that. And with my leadership experience at Upward Bound, it led to me getting the opportunity to be National Trio student, which was something huge. It was something huge that happened back in 1987. So here I'm representing trio programs nationwide in Washington, D.C., meeting with congressmen and basically learning what lobbying is and how politics work. And that kind of told me I didn't want to go into politics.
But you know politics.
I know politics.
All right. So speaking about politics, why do you think it's important that we, our people, our kind, African Americans stranded in here on the wilderness of North America, why do you think it's important that we politic with our own businesses?
You got to get involved in politics, because that's where it's not just with businesses, it's with folks who don't have businesses. Some of the things, some of the programs, all of that stuff comes through funding. Some things are earmarked, some things are not. You have some people who are, let me break it down this way. The Republican Party, I'm going to just go there, they're about money and saving money from people who pay higher taxes. The more you make, the more you pay in taxes. They don't want to be taxed. They want many tax breaks. In the way they view things, they think we pay all these taxes, we get a third, some up to a third, depending on how much you make. And this goes into programs that we don't even use. But these are programs that are necessary. In our society, I'm probably getting ready to get real deep. In our society, it's broke up into classes. And you have an upper class, very small majority of people, very small when you get to really upper class. They fund a lot of different things, or the way it should be. They should be taxed equally according to what they have. They don't want to pay taxes. They want to pay as little taxes as possible. Then you have the middle class, who takes the majority of what's out there because they pay their taxes. They don't have the tax cuts to avoid paying as many taxes. Then you have what's called the lower class, or the poverty class. And it's a shame that in America we do have a poverty class. That's a shame. We should be ashamed that we have a class like that. But in a class like that, where there are no opportunities and lots of things that are working against them, they need the system. They need help from the government. Republicans, no government. They don't want any government involvement.
Okay.
That's their basic thing. They want as little government involvement as possible. Democrats are for the people and by the people. They put their money, they don't mind giving them their share or more than their share to help get everyone in the same bracket. That's the class that goes on forever. I probably went on something.
That's all right. No. What you did was expose the truth. You do know politics.
That's the absolute truth.
You do know politics too. Okay. So let me ask you a question, man. Specifically, before we get out of here, when it comes to supporting black businesses, why is that important to you? Because I first met you in the mecca of all black businesses here in Akron, Ohio, to live music. Okay, you've been coming in. You've been with Two Live before. Two Live was Two Live,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Norman and Victor, the owners, are like personal friends. They were involved in our wedding before they even started the store. My wife went to school with Norma, so her and Norma were really close, and that's how they ended up,
In
our
your
our,
wedding.
our wedding and everything. So they're good friends. So whatever they did, we would support. And now that I'm an entrepreneur, I understand some of the challenges of what we need to do to support our black businesses. What most people don't know is most businesses, it takes 5 years before you can turn over
Profit.
profit.
Get out
So
the
most
red.
businesses are in the red. And what we do as a people is a lot of times we want the breaks, we want the discounts. We want to cut me some slack, you get to me free. A business cannot operate. A starting business, a new business cannot function or operate without making a profit. They need to make a profit to get out of the red because some have borrowed to get their business started. I was fortunate that I didn't have to borrow anything when I started my business, but what I'm hearing now that I got a lot of people, why don't you make this app free? Why don't you make that app free? I have one free app. One free app. The Obama app is the one free app. That's a thank you. And it will be free. The other, I can't make any other apps free because I got to support my family on what I do. So when people have businesses, they are working to support their family. That's like someone telling you, okay, you work 40 hours a week doing whatever. Go do that for free for 40 hours a week. You
Real
would look
shit.
at somebody like they were crazy if they asked you to do that. So when you tell the new, especially someone starting a new business, support them financially, support them with your business. Don't pay extra. You don't have to pay extra. Just
Just pay
whatever
them.
their price is, pay the price is. If they do quality work, support them.
Well, listen, man, I appreciate it, man. If somebody want to get involved with you, get connected with you, how can they get in touch with you, bro?
The best way to reach me is through my email. I have a website with my email on it. If you're looking for my apps, the best way to get them, basically, you can go through Samsung. Samsung promotes a lot of what I do. I have a store thing in what they call the Galaxy Store. If you're looking for my products, well, I'm talking to my black people. So
Yep.
if you see something on a Samsung phone that you like or if you've already downloaded, it's probably something I've already created.
Man, all praises due, man. You from Blackburn, Ohio.
I'm from Akron, Ohio. I'm still here in Akron, Ohio. I haven't left.
Hey, man, you supposed to say Blackburn.
Blackman.
Feel me? Hey, man, thanks for taking the time out, man. I appreciate you. Michael Lillie in the building, man. Peace.
Peace.